Plus, it's the start of one of the biggest trials in Chicago in years. A Chicago police officer charged with murder in the death of black teenager Laquan McDonald.
Good afternoon, I'm Rob Johnson. Erica has the day off. The grueling jury selection process has begun for the Jason Van Dyke murder trial. Today's legal proceedings also brought out protesters who made their voices heard. CBS 2's Jim Williams is live outside the Leighton Criminal Courthouse with the latest. Jim.
Rob, the potential jurors entering the criminal courts building had to see the demonstrators out here, and we wanted to know what kind of impact such public displays could have on this explosive case.
What do we want? Justice! What do we want it?
200 to 300 demonstrators outside the criminal courts building said in no uncertain terms what they want. Jason Van Dyke convicted of murder.
And can we get justice for Laquan McDonald?
Organizers insist jurors should pay attention to evidence during the trial and how the public thinks about the killing of 17-year-old Laquan McDonald.
They should also be very much aware of how the public is responding. They should be very much aware of the public sentiment on this case and use that to help inform their decisions as to what justice would look like.
In his courtroom today, Judge Vincent Gahn told potential jurors to only consider evidence presented in court. But could the worldwide coverage of the shooting and demonstrations like this affect the jurors' judgment? CBS 2 legal analyst Irv Miller.
It may discourage some of these people from wanting to sit on the jury. They're going to say, oh my God, I have to go back into the neighborhood after this case is over and look how these people feel about it, how strong they feel about it.
Or it may, Miller says, convince the judge to move the trial outside of Chicago. 200 potential jurors were in court today. Judge Gahn read the charges against Van Dyke before sending the men and women off to fill out questionnaires.
Questions about their personal lives, their beliefs, what magazines they read, what television shows they watch, whether or not they own a gun, whether or not they're members of the NRA, all to try to get into their heads to see if there's a bias there that could hurt one side or the other.
The questionnaire was only the first step to whittle down the number of potential jurors. A smaller pool will take questions from the judge. All of this could take days, and after all of that, Jason Van Dyke may decide he wants a bench trial. Live outside the criminal courts building, Jim Williams, CBS 2 News. Rob?
So, Jim, the options are bench trial, jury trial in Cook County, move it outside of Cook County, or bring in a jury from elsewhere. Are those the options here?
I don't know that they're talking about bringing in a jury from elsewhere, but there is, according to Irv Miller, the possibility that after all these demonstrations, Judge Gahn could decide to move it out of the Chicago area altogether. And it's one important note that after the jury is sworn in, that's the jury. Van Dyke has until the jury is sworn in to decide whether he wants a bench trial.
Very interesting. Jim, thank you.